Jane Eyre, a simplified and extended version. Jane Eyre is an orphan who loses her parents and goes to live with her harsh aunt, Mrs. Reed, and her mean cousins at Gateshead Hall. They treat Jane very badly, making her feel like she doesn't belong there. Even though she is unhappy, Jane finds comfort in reading books and dreaming of a better life. When Jane is 8 years old, she is sent to a school called Lowood. The school is very strict, and the girls suffer from cold, hunger, and tough rules. Jane makes a friend named Helen Burns. Helen is kind and teaches Jane to be patient and strong. Sadly, Helen becomes very sick and dies, which makes Jane very sad. After several years, Jane becomes a governess at Thornfield Hall, where she teaches a young girl named Adele. Thornfield Hall is a big, mysterious house. The master of Thornfield Hall is Mr. Rochester. He seems serious and has many problems, but he is kind to Jane. As they spend more time together, Jane and Mr. Rochester fall in love. Mr. Rochester asks Jane to marry him, and she happily agrees. But on their wedding day, something shocking happens. Jane finds out that Mr. Rochester already has a wife named Bertha, who has been kept hidden in the attic because she is mentally ill. This news is very upsetting for Jane, so she leaves Thornfield Hall feeling betrayed and heartbroken. Jane wanders around and finally finds safety with the Rivers family, who turn out to be her relatives. The Rivers family welcomes Jane warmly. She also learns that she has inherited a lot of money from a rich uncle. This money helps Jane become independent and make her own choices. Jane later learns that Thornfield Hall burned down. Bertha started the fire and died in it. Mr. Rochester tried to save her, but was hurt badly, losing his eyesight and a hand. Even though Mr. Rochester is now injured, Jane still loves him. She returns to him, and they get back together. They marry and live happily. Jane helps Mr. Rochester with his recovery, and their love grows even stronger. Jane Eyre's story is about staying strong and true to yourself, even when life is hard. Jane's bravery and honesty lead her to find true love and happiness. Her story shows that overcoming challenges and being true to yourself can lead to a fulfilling and happy life.